All right, welcome to another video. I am just enjoying reading this word today. I'm getting so much out of this word. Um, I don't have time a lot to read, but when I do, I just love it. Yesterday, I had to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and drive for 4 hours. Took about 3 hours to get unloaded, and then 4 hours to drive back. So I was really pushing it yesterday, and by the time I got back, I was really tired. But now I have a little time because they're taking a while to unload the truck in front of me. I'm not even at the door yet, so I can make videos for a minute. They're taking their time, which I love it. But I want to pick up here in Genesis chapter 11, but I want to back up because a lot of people, they skip over the names, okay? And a lot of people mm, they get tired. They don't like to read all the names because they are hard to pronounce, and there seems like there's just nothing in it. Okay, but I picked up something in it just from reading it, and it says, Genesis chapter 10, verse 25. To Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided. Okay. Now, I also want to come over to the Tower of Babel and read a little bit of this. So, the Tower of Babel did not happen immediately. It took a while, like, some generations before the Tower of Babel incident happened. So, people basically lived peacefully for a while. And then the next foolish thing happened, okay? And this is what Yah was talking about our evilness. We were we're stuck in this evil thing where we want to control, we want to have power, we want to lord it over others, we want to. So the Tower of Babel is where Babylon first got started. Okay, the concept of Babylon came up here, and this is why Yah thought it was a dangerous thing and why he confused it. And I caught that in here. Um, let's start in verse 1. Genesis chapter 11, verse 1, if you're following along. It says, Now the whole earth had one language and one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said to one another, Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly. They had brick for stone. So they were in an area that didn't have stones, they didn't have mountains, so they couldn't cut stones. So they created bricks, okay, from the mud or from clay, okay. They had brick for stone, and they had asphalt for mortar. And they said, Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower whose top is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth. This is the birth of the one world government. This is the birth of the plan of Babylon. Okay? They created a system back then that is still ongoing today, a fight for supreme. Everybody is under your leadership. Okay? This is where it started. But Yah is like, whoa, you can't be in control of everything. You're trying to be like me. You're trying to take my place. So you want to build an altar. You want to build a tower that is going to extend very high up into the heavens. Okay, I saw a documentary about the original, where it actually is. There's they know where the Tower of Babel is. Okay, and I watched a video of that, and I thought it was very neat. But the Tower of Babel, it was not a tower like we think of a tower. Like when they give you the images, like the AI images of a tower or the hand drawn images of a tower, they make this really crazy looking thing. But really, it was an altar, a very high altar. Okay, and they wanted to extend themselves up higher above all the plains of the area, representing uh, being like Yah. having supreme height, supreme rulership. Okay, this is why Yah, had to come down and scatter this thing, because it was not a good thing. Okay, this was just the beginning. This was just the first thought. They had many other thoughts that Yah saw their intentions and said, I'm not letting you do that. Okay, let's start in verse 5. It says, but Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men had built. So they did build the tower. They built part of it. Okay, they started building, they built part of it. All right. And the Lord said, indeed, the people are one, and they all have one language. And this is what they begin to do. Like, oh, this is what y'all do? Oh, y'all want to exalt yourselves above me. You want to build something that's high up into the heavens to try to be like me. Okay. This is what you're going to do. All right. It says, now nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. Literally, you can do anything you put your mind to. Okay. But if you're in numbers, if you have numbers of people who believe in the same thing and you're all moving in the same direction, there's literally nothing you cannot do. All right. And you'll see modern day, you'll see people, they do these things like a church. Okay. You'll see these churches, these big mega churches. They will take money from a lot of people and build bigger and bigger buildings. Or they might buy up a whole lot of land, or they might do all kinds of stuff. When you have numbers on your side and everybody pitches in and helps, there's nothing you cannot do. There's nothing. You're only limited by the people who either believe in you or don't believe in you. All right. All right, let's go. It says, come, let us go down, and there confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So Yahweh scattered them abroad from there over the face of all the earth, and they ceased building the city. Therefore its name is called Babel, because there Yah confused the language of all the earth. And from there Yahweh scattered them abroad over the face of all the earth. So I want you guys to also understand, back then, this is how you got Native Americans on this side of the world. This is how you got people in all of, in the whole world, okay? Not just in the region of the Mediterranean. A lot of things happen in the region of the Mediterranean, because that was, where Yah saw like the perfect balance of the temperatures and all of that kind of stuff. So he started them right there, right in the middle. And I want you guys to understand, this is how, like I said, how they got all the way around the earth. So there were people in the Americas way further back than what people think. People think, I don't know what people think. Slavery brought people all over the world. But there were already people there. And there were already black people there from this time here. Okay? People got mixed and became different over time. But from the very beginning, this is where people scattered all around the world and explored the whole earth. Okay? And that's it. That's it for today. So I hope you guys understand how we got here, how we got all around the world. And literally, if we come in numbers, there's nothing no one can do to stop it. Have a great one.